let me first, congratulate everyone who is present here on this World Wood Day. And, wood as a building material is being talked about today. And I was listening to various speakers and all. So it has been a great learning for me as well, because wood is very wonderful material, and all of us know that wood has been used as building material for thousands of years, being second only to stone for its rich and storied history in the world of construction. The chemical properties of wood are also, inherently complex, but in spite of all these challenges, human beings have successfully harnessed the unique characteristics of wood to build a seemingly unlimited variety of structures. Okay, and so I would just briefly tell you about the wood, although some of the things have already been presented. And wood comes with several names. We call it timber, we call it lumber, and plantation timber also is being talked about nowadays quite frequently. We are talking about rubber wood, we are talking about bamboo, we are talking about the wood waste. There is huge wood waste which can be converted into gainfully utilized for producing building components. In fact, the research has gone to a level where even parali is being gainfully utilized to produce different kinds of boards. I represent Building Materials and Technology Promotion Council, and we come under the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and our main aim is to transfer the technology to the field. We are the bridge between lab and land. So we connect what is being done in laboratory and we take it for its field level application. These are the areas in which we work: building materials and technology promotion, building materials and construction technologies, disaster mitigation and management, capacity building and skill development, and project management. I just wanted you to just understand that. Now, this already been talked about, but this has become more pertinent as of today. I think CPWD DG will also talk today. I still remember, way back in 90s, because of so much of deforestation, there was a ban on use of wood in building construction. But that ban was revoked, and now we need to promote together the wood as building material, because whatever we have heard so far, we all will agree that wood is a wonderful material, it's a sustainable material, it is based on renewable resources and things like that. So I've just jotted down those points. Please bear with me if you find it repetitive. It's a versatile and organic material, and anything which is organic is welcome in view of, because we have to reduce carbon footprint, we have to have, green and clean technologies, and it is a renewable construction material. Wooden structures also have properties that make them durable and strong, and wood is the, earlier wood was used, stone was used, and then slowly concrete came and replaced everything. But the beauty of wood is that it is equally strong in tension as well. Okay. Also, when we talk about fire, fire is also one of the of the urban hazard which is playing quite a notorious role when we talk about development. And all of us know that wood is, if it is treated, it becomes fire proof. Also, the wood up to certain temperature it gains strength, whereas steel as well as concrete loses their strength when it is subjected to fire. And whenever any new thing is being talked about, its functional performance is always questioned. Functional performance means, we talk about structural performance, and most of these materials are all good as far as structural performance is concerned. But functional performance means in terms of fire, in terms of acoustics, in terms of thermal comfort, in terms of aesthetics, in terms of maintenance. So you can see from this slide that wood stands out from the other material. Whether it is thermal, whether it is acoustics, whether an aesthetic, all of us know that wood is a very decorative material, and it is an aesthetic material. And maintenance wise also, it is easily repairable and maintainable. And we are signatory to Paris Agreement, and it's the effort to be done by all of us, because building sector contributes, make use of energy, make use of water, precious natural resource, and at the same time, emit greenhouse gases, make use of the resources, generate solid waste, carbon dioxide, and so many things. So we need to be sustainable, and we need to use sustainable material and renewable material. Another advantage of wood, earlier we were talking about deforestation and all, and now the new norm is afforestation. Whenever we are taking a wood, we need to replenish that wood, so it can be easily replenished, and that is why wood is a sustainable material. Also, I've just taken it from the internet that the houses which are surrounded by wood, or the workplace or school, they have positive effects on body and the brain and the environment, and can even shorten hospital stays through reduced recovery times. So that was a study done. And let me also tell you that as structural engineer, as an architect, when we talk about structural functional performance nowadays, we also talk about comfort to the occupants. So comfort of occupants inside, air quality, that is also one of the parameter when we select any technology or building material. So in that way, wood again stands out. Also, this already I covered that CPWD declared that the ban on wood was revoked from its construction agenda in 1990. It was put in place in 1993, but then it was revoked. And also, ministry, there was a representative from Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change. We need to promote wood and its use in building construction and in other industries, so as to boost local economy. And in the wake of clarion call given by Honorable Prime Minister of Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliance, we need to promote wood-based industry and use of wood as a building material and in building construction. Also, in government project also nowadays, wood is being used, and all of us know that if we compare it with concrete, compare it with steel, aluminum, and cement, these all materials are based on finite natural resources which are non-renewable, or and on the other hand, and at the same time, they are energy intensive, require a lot of embodied energy, right from extraction to its manufacturing and then construction, whereas timber is naturally available. There's some of the things which we have done at BMTPC. I'm a big fan of bamboo, and BMTPC has developed bamboo mat corrugated roofing sheets, which is replacement of your CGI and ACC sheet. And this work was done with the IPRITI. All of that is also in Bangalore. So with this was developed with the IPRITI, and we already have, there is an Indian standard in place, and departments like railway and all, while making platforms, they are using this bamboo mat corrugated strip. So it's a very sustainable replacement of ACC and GI and the other sheets which are in practice. And I think by this time all of you know the chemistry behind it. All you have to do is you have to take bamboo mat or any raw material, put some kind of resin, and put it in a hard press, and you get a board, or you get a building product which is as durable, as good as your other materials. Okay, so we have also developed bamboo mat ridge cap, which is this. Then you connect to bamboo mat corrugated roofing sheets. So at a ridge you have to have a ridge cap. Apart from this, there are a number of products which are available based on plantation timber. One of the versatile plantation timber is rubber wood, and rubber wood flush door shutters are also being promoted by BMTPC, and also it has been approved by CPWD. Also, poplar wood, again another plantation timber, which can also be gainfully utilized to make flush door shutters. Okay. And then sometimes the problem comes about joining these wood and make it in form of a lumber. So BMTPC, in collaboration with Priti, we have also developed a machine and a technology for finger jointing and shaping, so that you can have big lumbers, so which can be used either as a beam or as any other structural element. Okay, so any plantation timber, whether it is rubber, whether it is poplar or eucalyptus, it can be cut and joined using these slender pieces, can be joined to produce a longer and big component. Okay. Then all of us know about door and window frames. Now, a lot of wood is used in door and window frames. Also, red mud is a byproduct of aluminum industry, and when it is mixed with sisal fiber, it can be. There is a laboratory in Bhopal, CSI laboratory, which is doing a lot of research and development on this red mud door shutters. Now, let me also briefly come, because I come from Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. We are also promoting wooden homes, and wooden homes, if you go to other countries, they are very popular. And now let me share with you that in India also there are a number of companies who are providing the entire support. On a design build basis, they are providing ready to move wooden homes. If you have a site and if you want to have a wooden home, so they will do the complete solution for you. And the advantages, I don't need to dwell a time and again. Wooden homes are very energy efficient. The energy requirement is less. And somebody was talking about life cycle costs. See, wooden homes and the wooden materials, they have very low life cycle cost. And life cycle cost is something which we need to consider in whenever we want to select any technology or any material, because of the energy efficiency, because of eco-friendliness and other parameters. We need to have materials and technologies which have low life cycle cost. Okay. And these wooden homes are quick to erect, and as I told you, there are companies in India who are doing this kind of work, and several homes and villas and resorts have been erected using these wooden structures. Okay, and this is a green building. When we talk about wooden homes and durability, normally, any new material or any new technology is always compared with brick and concrete. So the life of wooden structure, and there are so many structures, historical structures, which stand testimony to this, that their life is more than a concrete house. Okay. And I think it is written here that there are some few churches in Norway which are standing there for more than 100 years. Now, let me also tell you that India is a country where we have several natural hazards, and earthquake is one of them. And all of you know the way construction takes place in tier 2, tier 3 cities and our villages, where we have all unreinforced masonry structures, brick structures or stone masonry structures, which are never reinforced. And you all know the classical way the buildings are built in JMK, in Himachal Pradesh, where they use stone with wood. So wood is used as a softener, and because the wood has excellent property to withstand earthquake loads. Okay, so in India it is quite relevant to make use of wood in building construction, and flexibility and efficiency is quite good. Any kind of structure, any kind of architecture, shape or form can be produced using wood. And this health and comfort, as I have been telling you, in earlier times, you were never bothered about health and comfort of the occupants. But let me tell you that the inside ear is more polluted than your outside ear. Okay, there have been several studies on this, and if I have to quote, there is a study by UNEP which says that inside ear is 4 to 5 times polluted than the outside ear. And it happens because the kind of materials we are using. So wood is something which can generate positive feelings. It can give you, it can give better health comfort and help also in improving the indoor air quality. Okay, and fire safety, we have I talked about, wood when it burns, it chars, and it maintains the strength and structural integrity. Whereas if we compare it with other materials, they lose their strength. So in a 30-minute fire where the temperature is about 1300 degree Celsius, steel structure loses all its strength, whereas wood frame has its strength 80%. So there are whole lot of structures which can be thought of. You can see here prefabricated houses again using bamboo. If for intermediate, immediate relief, after a disaster is struck, we also developed a prefabricated house in collaboration with the Priti, which can be quickly erected to rehabilitate the people affected by disasters. Okay, so a whole lot of things you can see, and as I told you, there are companies now who will give you customized tailor-made solutions. So right from house to office to flooring to fencing to tree house to gazebo to pergola, everything can be made with wood. And this wood, as I told you, can be used in variety of ways. You can use natural wood, you can use engineered wood. Nowadays engineered wood has also become very popular. You can use plantation timber, and bamboo is another option. So just I'll leave you with these pictures. These are the pictures from India itself, and there is one agency who is doing wooden works. These are the houses which are made completely with wood. The structural system is of wood, and other things are also being done with wood. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. You can see all these pictures. Again, all these pictures are from India. You can see this. These are the farmhouses, and all we have to do is we have to bring this technology of wood to the residential sector, where we can do mass housing or owner-driven construction with wood. So thank you very much.